Put your flags up in the sky, and wave side to side.
This understanding that Americans are super obese and unhealthy and we should all exercise more. Like if you look at that Michelle Obama campaign where she was just like basically telling kids to jump around.
And it's obviously kept me in a certain amount of shape, which is another extra benefit. But I think kids need that area to kind of express themselves physically and to run and kind of slow things down for themselves mentally, but physically get things going. So it's almost an outlet, so to speak. It also is a place where if somebody's struggling in the classroom, they can excel somewhere else and still feel like they, belong at the school or belong in whatever environment they're in. So it gives a kid another opportunity to express themselves. One of my first jobs, I was teaching in East Oakland, which is definitely inner city. And there were a lot of overweight children. And it was sad to see, and a lot of that is diet, but a lot of it is just exercise wasn't something we necessarily did.
Very competitive person, so organized athletics kind of gave me the, what's the word I'm looking for, the arena to kind of get some of that competitive juice out. I think they help me stay in shape. Athletics offer a path to maybe improve life. Or maybe take you away from, they keep you, there's organizations that are set up to take kids that are at-risk youth and put them on teams to keep them out of that, the high-risk gang kind of violent life, all those different things. I would say you need more. They should show more child obesity and explain how that is so dangerous, but yeah.
Gives them something to look forward to in their life.
Yeah, I mean that is a good thing.
Why?
Because they're staying active.
Okay. And active means like healthy?
Yeah, playing.
As opposed
Having fun.
As opposed to what? Just playing video games?
Yeah.
And eating chips?
Soccer actually keeps me out of trouble. It makes me want to work on my body instead of going out there and just chill outside on the street. I just go play with my friends, go play some soccer, have fun.
Sports are very important. They've taught me how to make friends with different types of people, specifically how to make friends with kind of more macho guys, I guess.
How do you think athletics affect people in poverty?
Yeah. Good and bad, right? So I think for some folks, athletics could be a ticket out of that. Out of their situation. Maybe they can better their economic situation through getting opportunities to get scholarships to go to high school. You don't give athletic scholarships, but certainly if a student is a solid student and has great athletic skills, they have opportunities at schools. So maybe you get an opportunity to get a reduced tuition and go to a school like an Urban or a St. Ignatius or a Reardon. And then from high school, if you can use those athletics well, maybe you get college opportunities.
More importantly, this competition offers real opportunity for housing, better jobs, and a new direction in life.
I love soccer, and I started working at a homeless shelter and saw that there's so many young adults that didn't have the community that I had behind them, supporting them growing up. So we use soccer as a tool to build trust and community. For us, it's a social enterprise. We're trying to grow street soccer. If you want to come and play, you pay your registration fee with us. You know that the proceeds are going to go benefit our social program.
The type of person who can't focus without exercise. So organized sports, I think, have really helped me do well in school.
How have they benefited me? Oh, in so many ways. As a player, it allowed me to interact with a lot of people I wouldn't necessarily have come into contact with. I went to school for free because I had a basketball scholarship. I have long-lasting friends that I've gained through athletics. I've been able to travel in the world while playing basketball. So it's especially broadened my world.
It should be a unifying thing, a place where it doesn't matter what your economic background is, you're on a playing field, and that evens it out. They helped me learn how to bond with people. I was a decent soccer player, a terrible wrestler, and a pretty good lacrosse goalie, so different roles on different teams. You gotta learn how to be a leader, learn how to be a follower, learn how to be someone whose role is come off the bench or be a starter, so a lot of life lessons.
They've taught me teamwork and leadership and how to work in a group in one common goal.
Come and tell me when it's time to. Sweetheart is bleeding in the snow cone. So smart, she's leading me to ozone.
So, how is exercise portrayed in America?
Through sports and through people watching how to exercise on TV while they eat.
So you think it's portrayed a lot through the media?
Yeah. And people seeing how to do it without actually doing it. It's a lot, and some people exercise their jaws a lot.
Do you think sports are good for people who don't have a lot of money?
Definitely. Because they could keep them active.
The world I love, the tears I just to be part of the wave can't stop everyone.
Before that, I played college soccer, Division I athlete, semi-pro, destroyed it all, drugs. Found this program through a rehab, brought soccer back into my life, and then it kind of showed me like what a sober life could look like, because I hadn't seen anybody who had a sober life that I might want or want to be a part of. We have a team of 5 players. 2 of them are nominated to go into the Homeless World Cup. I went to the Homeless World Cup. 2 players last year went to the Homeless World Cup. They're also in recovery. They're mothers, some of them are grandmothers, and this is a great platform for them to show other women that there's a life outside of abusive relationships, a life outside of drugs, and like this seems to be what teaches them that.
This is a really positive, great day out. Tell us what you think.
No, it's a fantastic organization. I love being a part of it. I love coming out here. You can see it's a great cause. See, it brings tons of kids and tons of people that haven't had the best background. It brings them happiness, and that's something that I take a lot of pride in, is the fact that I play such a great game that brings so much joy to some people that maybe haven't had the most fortunate of pasts.
Chopped up, he says I'm gonna win big. Choose not a life of imitation. Distant.
In America, it kind of depends on where you are. I think it's a social thing, also economical thing where, you know, at Urban people have more access to more things, and generally the kids at Urban are in better shape than you'll see kids in their school, in their city, and to see that in these certain arenas that these kids aren't exercising.
Generate hub, sweet talk, but don't intimidate hub. Can't stop the gods from engineering.
The bad side is maybe some sports perpetuate that have and have not sense. So, you know, that hopefully people that have donate their older stuff, and then the have-nots maybe have more opportunities.
This life is more than ordinary. Can I get you maybe even 3 of these? Coming from a space to teach you of the Pleiades. Can't stop the spirits when they need you. This life is more than just a read-through.